presentations, maybe I want tia. As some nebabeka say, oh, mate paint in your mocha and one on beka, but there be. It is very important. I said earlier that it may be things that we know in our environment, in our day-to-day activities, but we have taken for granted. Into idea no name, but on our attention and call honum into befi so enye. And then yeah, but discussing about our health. Now, the topic on board today, we have 2 sessions to go. We'll be doing mental health and well-being. I will take you through, and then my brother will take you through mental illnesses. So you get to know all about mental illnesses. And without wasting much time, let me quickly ask. Have you heard about mental health before? The word mental health. What's a pain? Adrimu apomudin. What's a pain? Now, so what's a pain? Do you think it is important for us to talk about it? In your own perspective, can I have about 1 or 2 people to tell me why they think it is important? Nanti office say infrastructure was so say it was say you can adwim apomudi ho nsɛmsɛm ene wie. Oba ba ko obema ba ko quickly then we are done. Anyone? E mo ankasa yenko. Obi nke bi. Ah, papa ka bi. Aha.
Hello. Maybe said, yeah, who he has a about mental health. No, and the Director General, sorry, Mira Finidi Kakra, or say, Yanni and Nami, Yanni and say, about 40% will bring our dream how. There's a issue near whom quite possibly to me solve that problem.
Yeah, Papa say about 40%. Near what is about 40% of our dream we are in. Who he say, you share a dream apomudi hun semsem. Or Baba and so so my and after the end to us. Manu monkey be mammy. Imane CH on Bekasa. Mental health. Why mental health? Why mental health? It's a very important topic to discuss because we see it as a critical aspect of health. You cannot exclude mental health from our total health. It's in the WHO's definition of health. And then when you look at statistics, just like we were given one, who said they are alarming figures, no, Yamal numbers now. Who say we have a condition like that, then we ask ourselves, why don't we talk about it? And to hear WHO statistics for mental illnesses, Omoka say WHO World Health Organization, and then health organization na ewiase afa na apomudi nyina so. Enti omo hwehwemu omo ye ne kire yen say, woyi nipa enan a baako ewo adwemu yare. Pamocho mo ate ase. Enti ye send ye wa ha. Kakre ya ye wo ha yi. Ye estimate kra na about 50 a. It means that 1/4 of 50 years saying. Math teacher wa ha. 12. Approximately 12. And it said 12. It means that yempa yeti he. Na nipa 12 ewo mental related issues. And that is alarming. And it is very, very important to talk about it. Again, when you look at the definition of health, you can see that there is mental well-being at the center of it. WHO defines health as the state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of a disease or an infirmity. The complete state of physical, into physical health, BP, diabetes, Your physical health na yehu. Mental no ye adwin apomodin and social. Social is part of mental health. In social, 2 out of 3 of the definition na WHO amaye no. It is in relation to mental health. Nti when nyina kyerɛ yɛn sɛ ɛho hia sɛ yɛka ho asɛm. Now, having understood why we need to talk about it, yɛbisa yɛn ho sɛ dɛn ɛne adwin apomodin. Yɛka sɛ mental health a sɛ mebɛgyina ha ma aboaboaboaboaboaboa nti ɛyɛ dɛn. What is mental health? What do you think it is? A man is say I do yɛn so. First one, yɛgya ma mɛɛma no.
Hello.
What do you think it is? We've been having discussions in our homes, at our workplaces, what were radio, so TV, so what is someone for can anything you have heard about it. What do you think it is? Please let us know. Just one person. If the male wants to talk, we can still go with that. And I'm into us. Hey, one can
Mental health. And my dream say, any a share what journey. The obey to me the what journey I know. Say it may a did master the didn't do my paper.
Medase. We are born some man come, born some mama or come. Why are they? Edina kasa explaining in who adwin apomodin. Ye kan wo brofo ma ya nti ase na we chi kakra but tree ne explains itself clearly. Into mental health no most of the time ya presentations over and over and over again and what we do is that we ask audience na ye ni omoko and feedback na eba no e try and say most of the people think that mental health has to do with negative issues. Enti wo ka adwen apomodin a nia obi adwen kosi so ne ye obi a sebio na atare atete o number sabasa e wo kwan ho a oni bibia aha but and then no ye pese enya ntiase bi say mental health is in its own self it's beyond mental illness. Pamucho ye wa ha. So mental health is beyond mental illness. Mental health has to do with the way we think as humans. The way our thinking influences our feelings and then subsequently influences our behavior. And anytime I'll be say adwin apomodin sem ma wa adwin kɔ sɛne yɛ adwin sifa ɛna sɛna adwin a yɛ adwin sifa affect yɛn yatinka ɛna as after that no atinka na yɛnya no sɛna influence yɛ den yɛ ne yɛ pamcho I hope senti ase na yɛ edwuma aha and this is basically about mental health. And as mental health has to do with the functioning of the brain, basically. And he said, "Oh, nipe bia or adwin edanitim brain." I'm talking about brain. Any human being with a brain has mental health. Any human being with a brain has mental health, and so that tells us that right from childhood to adulthood, Obia is concerned with mental health. And what does WHO say about this? The first definition we saw was about health in general. Now the definition we are going to look at mental health, we are going to look at is mental health. What does it say? WHO says that mental health is a state of well-being. You can't well-being now. It is how good you feel, how comfortable you feel within yourself. So it's a state of well-being in which the individual realizes his or her own abilities. In fact, they have given 4 indicators here, which shows that obi ewa adwin apomodin. Niama and 9 and Niama and 9 na WHO edi ato ho a kyerɛ sɛ obi explaining what mental health is. Into here, I see what a state of well-being in which an individual realizes his or her own abilities. 1, The second one has to do with can cope with the normal stresses of life. The third one is can work productively and fruitfully. And then the last one is can make a contribution to his or her community. I wanted to break it down for us to understand it better. Yeka realizing his or her own abilities. I believe you all agree with me, say, yenina ye ankro. Say, uwo nyakra no ye identical twinner. Inta, still they have their differences, right? Yenye bako. Enti, if you as an individual, when who say, this is me, this is who I am, this is what I can do, these are my weaknesses, these are my strengths, then we are saying that you've been able to realize your own ability. Are you with me? So that is the first yardstick. The other one has to do with can cope with the normal stresses of life. Stress pain. Do we say them? Do we say it? Do we use the word? Day to day. Kasemuana. Obi baby sao said to saying, Osio, ayo, nensuma stressed. Yetaka. And stress, no, WHO is telling us that there are normal stresses in life. And to me, copy with that, and now to me, manages our stress now. Then it is in line with mental health. What are some of the things we term as stress? Nyamaba is your friend is stress. Then now, who face say stress mau and a how mau?
Overthinking.
Any other person? Ever pass you overthinking? Or dream baby, stress money.
Work pressure.
Work pressure. Thank you. Way any nyamapi. Can I have extra microphone? Extra mic. Or dream baby. Work pressures, ejume mu nsem. Ye nyina ye nim. Ejuma ni bi wo ho enye easy. In fact, ejume bi anywhere ye easy. Wo be sorry anopa, wo be ko ejuma so. E wo say wo tumi concentrate, wo dwen hu, se na e be a obenya results. Ni nyina eye. Obi wo ho eye stress ma no. Tiredness. Into you know saying your friend is stressed na your tiredness or brand or friend is stressed. In fact, this one was a normal stress. So I asked myself, why are we calling this, or why is the WHO calling this normal stress? Because it is normal because you can't do away with them. Oh, sorry, anopa. It was a way. So was a quick jumaso. I was so ye juma, and now see cancer when you be meboa. It is a stressful mawa. Would you say Saminye Jumebium? So they call it, the WHO is called it normal stress. So who fear wa worry, who yere, who uknu, na relationship issues, na stressful amawa. Would you say you would divorce your husband or wife? Some go to that extreme, but there are some of them that you need to manage. And only then normal stress. Who won't call her, will fear, bakum yenu miensa, and nine, it was so show. In Kolana Dawson, Ejumane Dawson also. Would you discard them? You can't. You have to take care of them. So those are the things we are calling what? Normal stresses of life. So if you can cope with the normal stresses of life, then it's in line with good mental health. Then can work productively. Until the Ejuma Asha wonsa, we expect what? Results. Say Ejuma no obo see ye bibiana say fiepo na wo ya. Ube to me ayeden. Aye Ejuma no enya good results productively and fruitfully, and then make a contribution to your community. Community where I working, any group you find yourself can be a community. Group biane ko bia wo mu biano obetumi your community. Na eya me de say anope ye ba ye hu groups bebre emi mu ato nwum kama ma ya asa ye hu kwa no ye hu other groups wa ha omo ye other jobs so within the church they are doing their bit. Ni nyina na nipa ba ko mienu miensen nine and back together to form the group. So you ask yourself, what contribution are you making in your group or in your community? Aside the groups in the church, the whole church is also a community. So you are a church member. You are expected as a church member to give your quota to the community, which is the church. And as an individual, now it looks like assuring some found near see what hebia and found ye the anniversary, yes, and shot away, it's like you are not really giving your quota to the community. Pancho, are you with me? Are you with me? So your definition now, making your contribution to your community is also part of mental health. So this is the definition. Moving on, before we look at what shows or tells us who a mentally healthy person is, near chess will be a adrian pomodin ACP no. Pesa ye share idea way kakra. Your friend a mental health continuum. Now, idea way no. Most of the time, when it comes to issues of mental health, eya ye obi sinchen sebio ni akase way sebi na adwimukano. Enti ontumi nye hwe ye busue mu ne niama omo problems ano ye mfa omo nye hwe ana ye mfa omo nye hwe enti se oma contribution bi kra mo kan se em no ke bi kra o si we di mfa na asem onya asem na adwen nye papa sebi but ye bisa ye ho se eye no kra na so obi pomodin adrian pomodin sipia esipia febo anase obi de en sipia sa na tie kosi ana debi mental health continuum no medical ka say obi a owo agenda ne timu no ewo mental health ana adrian pomodin meboa internet share say ye nyina every human being is on this continuum inti ye hwe ha ye be hu healthy coping and then ewo hanom healthy coping aso sere neni age ewo other side no your friend is saying you're too mentally ill skill hanom no e try and say near yama no professional diagnosis e be a condition naba na wako hospital na doctor akasel asimesi wo adwimu yare no ohwe ne husu yie no oye nchechre niama ya kire ne so onye no ye bibia kama obetumi a end up here be healthy than obia onya mental health diagnosis. Sansuna nia wenya onya mental health diagnosis. Unko hospital doctor ankancho so wadwumu yare. Se wan hwe ho so yie. Na utu niama jeje mu. Na ene se o medie mitumi manage bibia. Ene ebusuani sebio efri mu wedwuma nsem etetewo. Ye di kan abobo stress ni so ni niama. Abobo so saa na unhwe ho so yie a. Ubetumi abepie ha. Pamocho, are you with me? And to continue, I'm going to try and say every individual is important, and it doesn't matter the mental health diagnosis you have received. So, what diagnosis now? You can still be the best version of yourself, and you can still have the very good mental health and mental well-being. Sansu na unibia one hunsu ya beden ubetumi atepe to the other side of the scale, which we all don't want. Inti enen church na edeba no ye betre ya ho se na ebe ya ye betumi stay here healthy coping longer ye beche wo honom se na ebe ye nyina ye pomudin no adwen apomudin na ebe den ebe sipi. Now ye ka se obi mentally healthy ana na adwen apomudin sipia eden ni den na kire den ni den na mehu wo akosua mansa ho I try me say abayiwe na adwen mu sipi ana say our good mental health. One possesses the ability to accept oneself, accept others and nature. So beju atumu say na metie say na nyankopon bo me so ye kesi o ye ketwa o wo nwi o woni nwi o wo ye tintinti etia o jitu mu say na nyankopon bo me Kristo nim nenti a nyankopon nim nenti a obo wo ba wi asese na obo wo ba yi enti your ability money saying they move engine to musa so they tend to alter their bodies surgeries ni ni amomo kwa ye because obi wo ho si o meti wo mi musa me nyo ba enti me kwasesa no ene sa aniaman issues ni dey bebre but one indicator of a good mental health is accepting yourself and accepting others. So aside the physical appearance, you're also accepting the personalities of others. Say, may you be a men pekasa. Enti me kwashio be a or pekasa no eja. Me nkotaino. What I say? Aha. And I say, Sena, omo ye eja neniama. Odu baby obi ehuno. Sometimes they do tend to have a lot of friends neniama. Now corner back soon and cast away one now for saying one also couldn't name sing because you are not like the person into know it's a problem to you. It shouldn't be a problem. The moment you come to the realization that say na metier, this is what I can do and this is who the other person is, then it's a feature of a good mentally healthy person. Now the other thing is have positive self-concept and relate well with people. Make a definition, WHO definition of health, no, yebo social well-being, and I make so social no so is in line with mental health. And see, when you come to mental health, one aspect of it is that you are able to relate with people. To many amount for din kita who come. Nyankopon created us to be social beings. Into social, no, we are meant innately. Say, yeni amount for ever related. Into then we say that there is what? Social isolation. And if you are able to relate well with people, it's good. Obi want to me any amount for tina. Ejume mu debia ekun. Odu bebia obekun. Odu bebia ifie. Bebia. But you should be able to relate well with people. And that is a good sign that you are mentally healthy. The other thing is wear appropriate clothes that suits occasion. What do we mean by that? Wear appropriate clothes to suit occasion. And then yeah, agenda here is what? Yaba sorry, right? See yaba sorry. Your hair rounder, dressing it is saying. Sorry, dressing. Thank you. Inti ya koche mu any nipa asitine mu no. So they expect that to co program. You was ataria de ko wedding. You were ataria de ko ye. You were colors. Colors nankasa niama. There are meanings. Inti eneno, your ability to dress to suit occasion is an indicator that you have good mental health. Yemfane say, yeti he na obi ahye wedding gown aba. Wa hye crown, wa hye gown veil bibia. Oba no betina na bisa ne say o coin o si o me ba sorry. What would you think? Or they ba sorry. Oba Saturday sorry, but wa hye gown on worry o. Eno no den na obedwen. First thing that will come to your mind. Enkoyi. Enkoyi because yehune say dressing is part of it. It doesn't matter whether you have it or not. Kakrana or you can still look good in it and dress to suit appropriate suit occasion. So that is one indicator too. That tells us that you are mentally healthy. The other thing has to do with your ability to appreciate and enjoy life. Okakra or krano say we need you. A tray and say, who are a dream apumudin. Say honey juma. Obiani ni level. Share classes in life, krana. You will high class, medium, low. Obiani ni level. Into level ni mo awono. Yeni na ya bon pies ye bed and ye be kon kind wa brabum. Unye ndu wa baby awono. Are you okay with it? And are you working towards getting better? You don't sit untina baby awon dia bobo say o. Adena baby ana usu. Uye sana na o typical yare anymore. Depression in yama na yeden because one at a 10 year ho ni yama edi wuso ba okakra wo no se wo enije wo mu na wo ibo ohumodin akowe ni ma, then it's a good sign that you are mentally healthy. Another thing is ability to form close relationships and to maintain them. Yet also now another feature is to be independent, interdependent, and dependent when need be. But for the mechanics, yeah, you can't independent as a trainer saying. Would do, sir. And you see, we've established the fact that we are social beings. Enti edu baby they need you to stand alone and perform. Give your best. Ye jamin kwa wa ha me ma health talk. Mebo ai eduma bi nso wa ha be jama won kwa ye den ye. No, they expect you or you are expected to function as a mentally healthy person. And then there are situations where you are expected to work with people. That is the interdependence we are talking about. So teamwork. You do groups. Even in church, Edaka said team A, team B, team C. It's your results. Now you and cross for results, nebra. Your group no results because they expect that when you number come with ayeden abomu namudi results aba. So in that aspect, you are expected to do what? Function. That is the interdependence we are talking about. And then when you are placed or you are in a situation where you need to rely on others, you should be able to do that. The person is so, how do I call it? Or so has self-confidence, like one overrated and feels like he doesn't need help from anyone. And see, edu na hu hiehie mu a eye den so baby samwa. Yemfa ne say ebi wo ho a yare anasika sema na wai. I don't know the situation you have been in. If you have really gone into deep financial crisis or you've really gotten ill where you need the assistance of people, I believe you understand me better. People, you need to rely on people. Sometimes you just need to call for help. That is all you need to do. And then they give you a helping hand. And then you stand back on your feet and move. So as humans, you are expected to function in all these three areas. To be independent, to be interdependent, and to be dependent when need be. Another feature is that you are expected to be creative. Utilize a variety of approaches as you perform tasks and solve them. Don't be rigid. If you find that, you see, we have these things amongst us, and it's not like we are condemning them, but what we are showing us now is what is the right thing. I believe you are with me. And see, as a mentally healthy person, you are expected to be creative. Yedi ejumasha won sani say ya. Unim say ye ne sa kwan we so ne fa. Oni obi foforo ye adwuma osi o yen try we so ne enhwe. Osi o debi we o ya enko ye. Sa na ye minim no sa na ye beye no. We obi out it means you are not being creative. You are not giving allowance for a variety of approaches. And no. It's quite problematic when it comes to mental health. And so for a mentally healthy person, you need to be what? Creative. The other feature is that be able to adjust to environmental and psychosocial problems. And adapting and adjusting just has to do with maybe baby new places. We are not familiar with the place. But who could do who do we stress in the none no no one start here. And to me, yes, start make us said if you go to Rome, you do what? Exactly. So it's a form of what? Adjusting and adapting. You learn to move with the people. And then, oh yes, Anna, it means that you are mentally healthy. Now displays a willingness to listen, learn from others and from mistakes. You can be said to err is human, right? To forgive is what? Exactly. We are humans. We are not perfect. Obi anywhere you're perfect. You're tossing ewo baby. And to accept yourself that as a human, accept yourself that menya 100%. In 2 years, baby, now unya 80, 90, achieve 80, 90, even 70. Give yourself a pat on the back. At least appreciate, do one away to me, and leave the rest. If you can improve upon it, fair enough, but don't sit back and worry about it. So if you are able to do what? Display a willingness, learn from your mistakes, learn from others. And I say, Nyansa, Sebio, and your Bakufu Chimu. And to shaman for now, who she free on board. Now, my Nyansan swear, conkai. Enti ɛwɔ sɛ yɛtumi ɛyɛ ɛne amanfo ɛtena yɛsua efiri amanfo ho. The other thing has to do with a degree of non-conformance, and also it talks about rigidity. Enti you should be able to move from the status quo kakra. Status quo anim say emwa. Nneɛma bi wɔ ha sɛ yɛyɛ adeɛ yɛnyɛ emwa. Wosi ɛno ara ne yɛbɛyɛ na ɛsɛe nneɛma. So a degree of non-conformance. Enti it's a tall list. Nneɛma ɛkyerɛ sɛ obi yɛ mentally healthy no. It's a tall list. Bakakra yɛde aba nie. Enti now quickly for my presentation, my last part is to deal with how to promote good mental health. There are things with us. Most of these things you don't take money to buy. Your day-to-day activity. So it's just about the acquisition of knowledge. So who say ne was now pass our so now your money wapomodin ACP. And first of all, what do we have to do? How do you promote your mental health? And is it even important to promote it? I would say yes, it is very important. And for me, I keep saying that some of these things, I wish we were taught way back in school. Way back, right from your collaborate, na acheche na ba. So mistakes be nipa ye no. Yenye. But most of the time, edu baby before we are told that do this. Internet just say. I didn't see that until better than damage control. But engage, we are still learning. Engage. And so what are you supposed to do to have good mental health? One is to eat healthy. Eat healthy. It is very, very important because it explains itself. Your friend is saying, so even the food that we eat are medicines on their own. So if you are getting the right food in its right proportion, the right quantity, means that automatically you will sound hospital. Hospital near secondary management. Hospital now hospital secondary management. But your day-to-day activities, no primary care na kasano. We are drawing our attention to it. Eat good food. We are talking about less fast food. Our system has become fast-paced. Sometimes you leave the house like 6 a.m. and you come back like late in the night. You don't have time to cook. You don't have time to go to the market. So automatically, no person but you have no choice and you have to go and buy. But then if we are going to be health conscious, we will have to make time. Make time, cook your own food at least often than you eat outside food. We are all victims. Me and Mika say, we are all victims. But what do? So you eat less of fast food, eat more balanced, home-prepared meals, taking a lot of vegetables, fruits, and then it will help. Avoid alcohol. So avoid alcohol. Avoid fizzy drinks. Soft drinks party beer baby better cook. Sorry. Better member brand be better soft drinks but then the content of these things is detrimental to our health. So we advocate that go in more for the fruit juices. So buy the pineapple, come and blend in your house, add your ginger, drink it. Buy your watermelon, come and that is even cost effective. So when we try it, it's habit formation. You realize that it becomes part of you, and then so we are expected to drink some amount of water recommended. And by health, we are expected to drink a recommended amount of water within the 24 hours. Ladies are expected, or women are expected to drink at least 2.7 liters. One sachet back you're saying pure water sachet 500. 1 liter then 500 ml, right? It's the same money. They are supposed to drink 2.7 liters. I better saying within 24 hours, yeah, share such as saying about 5 to 6 exactly. And see, my same be son saying, no one I'm saying. Oh, no, I'm saying, Emano. Oh, no, me any other cow. Nature so the other call Virgin Adia. It's your more in the more, be our Virgin Adia. Nature say, who do we know? So, one to me, no monsieur crano. At least 6 sachets of water there you should be able to consume within the 24 hours. No, a maniama airco. It even has the ability of flushing out toxins. It's able way the baby and sometimes you don't need medicine. All you need is good hydration, good food, and you are good to go. Are we clear? And I'm money at 3.7 liters. Into a best saying. So my dear around 6, I remember dear around 8 sachets of water. Because mono mufisig no so was saying, BBM mono we expect more from you. And you are supposed to be drinking at least 8 sachets of water. That is for healthy food or diet. Now let's go to rest and sleep. Sleep, no, it's a topic on its own. But the little I can say is that just like we have recommended amount of water to drink, we have recommended hours of sleep. So within the 24 hours, you are expected to sleep at least 6 to 8 hours. 6 to 8 hours. So. And now that time, be. Endra, that time, be. Anyone who wants to chat with me, you want to talk, eh? Patch up my microphone, my mom. Oh, that time, be.
Patch up with that 10.
Oh, that 10. And now, sorry, time, be.
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. Can we calculate? You say, or the car now. But Uda Kama, when you woke up, did you feel refreshed? You felt refreshed. That's good. Into 10 to 5, Anna, saying, Obimwami, 7 hours. Hey, what do I find? 7 hours. Wow. But I know some are owing. I'm out for the car. And then, no, your friend then sleep debt in Naka. If you are not within the 6 to 8 hours, and not just automatically load the car. Some people are doing it consistently. It's every day they are falling short of this. It is a 5 hours now they be out there. It means that you are losing how many hours of sleep? 2-3 hours. 2-3 hours at Wasusa. It's a bedu off day, no. What they car for like over 10 hours plus that day's sleep. Can you catch up? And as sleep, so it is very important for the body because it is during that time. And this during the day, what bread? And it's usually we recommend at least for you to have proper, we call it non-REM sleep. And no, your system is like going down for you to actually rest. Into that time, around her time is fine. 10 is perfect. 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, you should be asleep. Yes, because that time, it's the time for replenishing the body. Into me say, especially youth, no. Or TV, or YouTube, or Facebook. What they are looking for, no one knows. Or late into the night. So you see that the time the person is supposed to use to sleep, the quality sleep, no be say na e shre no. Now after around 3, 4, 5 o'clock. That time no, you have lost. And see, for you to have refreshed sleep, you should be able to. And aside the sleep, there are moments of rest. In 2 years, it's okay. Just take some few minutes off, and then rest. 30 minutes, 1 hour. Come and do the rest. And then you are good to go. The other thing has to do with having time for ourselves. Having time for ourselves to engage in the things we like. And to see and me did say me bisa about our hobbies. Obi abenye biaka, obi beka reading, obi beka watching movies, obi beka day. Obi cried you're sleeping any hobby. Yes. Aye, and no, any bad. Whichever is yours, near Emma we need you know. And we are talking about feelings, and we said feelings is part of mental health. It's in Yama Emma we need you know. Take time once in a while, do it, and then feel good about it. If a Bible verse is Ninyama na and we need you, fine. There is a prayer we call serenity prayer, and also no, I believe we've heard about it. Serenity prayer. Yate. Yente da. Oh, it's just about a prayer to God to help you to accept the things you cannot change. Yes, about your life. It's things you cannot change, like your family. Say a bush, I ain't to mensa. A person is a cry into mensa. Can you change your country? Can you change? Oh, mentimon count. Can you change your country? So, person, the only thing you can do is to run away from the country, but you cannot change your nationality. You can't change your country where you come from. You can't change your parents. You can't change your siblings because those ones you had no hand in them. The ones you can change, ebia wejuma we usu ne oban eno de obetumi asesa. Ni amani bi wa obetumi asesa. Nti ni ama untumi asesa no, wo bon pa esa Yakopon ma wo ahoden na fa so ano na adapt adjust ya kanisa. Any nia obetumi asesa no ma wo ahoden na yeden na sesa. Na ebe ma wa bra abo ayeden akonkan. So please, if you don't know about it, you can just Google and then read more about it. Serenity prayer. Another thing is practicing mindfulness. When we talk about mindfulness, it's just about being mindful. I'm using the word again. So being, I say, you're conscious of your environment. And see, how many of us took notice of our chairs? Yeah, better now, so the color of the chair. And now the direction of the stripes in the chair. Yeah, these are things around us. Sometimes you realize that there are so many things around us, but our focus is on mistakes of the past and then worries of the future. So we tend to miss out on the present. We tend to miss it out because you're drinking. But and then so the and maybe you may and so they were doing the two and rad, yes, so mistake. And I said, Chinadia obeya, unyendru honomono. It means that Nyanyankopon the acha when because you have not even noticed it. So being mindful is about noticing your environment, noticing your immediate surrounding, and appreciating what. Sometimes you just need to sit down in your worries. Look at the plants, look at the colors. Bible no crack plants of the field. They are decorated in beautiful colors in their own glory. No one did it for them. Meboa. Nyankopon na ye mom. Enti Emma plants no. So you sit down and appreciate these things in life, and then Emma wa dream when you see these things, you are like, oh, so plants then he can do what? More for me, so I don't need to worry. And see, let's learn to be mindful and then notice our immediate surroundings. Again, avoid unnecessary stresses in life. So we kasa about stress, no. Now, anything that causes stress in your life is known as a stressor. We have internal stresses. And then we have external stresses. Most of them come from our relationships. Now, face said this one, stress now causing me, it is unnecessary. Then please avoid it. There are certain people in our lives who jani mwa and I says, oh, I yonko bi na awo now nini jaye yonko fana. And how abrabo it will rather improve upon your life. Please cut the person off. It is okay. Friends who will lead you to substance abuse, alcoholism, obi wa hono ma wo hu. Uju salary, unim so wa adam for bi pa, uju salary. Adam for no be ma we futu say, you have a family You have your wife, you have your children in the house, then your friend will be like, Chale, yankonom kakre. Now when him say biaba so they are very generous. Oh. Very generous. Oh, you back on no time away. You back on no time away. To be any salary na aji, I pon aji. Let's canasa. When you know matifie. Such a friend, you think it's beneficial to you? No. This is just one example. There are several examples that we can look at. So if you have a person in your life who is stressing you out like this, and you can cut the person off, please do and have your peace of mind. These are the things we call the unnecessary stresses in our lives. Learn to practice. The other thing has to do with late. Late. This one is your behavior. It's in fact an avoidable stressor. And who decided say, Mary structure me time na me see adwuma so ntem se na be a traffic and kotomia. It means that you are doing the right thing and then you are avoiding the unnecessary stressor that we are talking about. The other thing you can do is to practice forgiveness. One will ask, what has forgiveness got to do with mental health? It has got everything to do with mental health. In your own opinion, do you think it's necessary? Do you think they have a relationship? Forgiveness and mental health? They do. Do you think? You think so? Okay. Why do you think so? Why do you think forgiveness has a relationship with mental health? Yes.
Medase. Maybe I'm saying to my banner, a friend, a showbo.
A showbo.
Aye. I don't know, yeah, can't mental health. And I watch me say, I simply show one fine check, next on air, you are. I don't cry about the stress. I said, okay. You bet me your palma. I don't cry what you read in more.
Thank you very much. It is an internal stressor. Sadia shawbu, constant worry. Unforgiveness. Nini amane shawbu. Enu e shaw yemu e shaw umu. Inti enu no ye friend internal stressor. But the moment you realize that when you forgive people, it's actually beneficial to you than to the other person. Then say nipa na ya wade na office adewe me de channel na mesan nene konanti ebe hamia fa channel for your own peace of mind and just cut the person off. As simple as that. Because one fan channel na show mu a uhunu bia ida say oyembe show ana say den ububefu ana say den ubenyinya wenim ana den. So you ask you, look at the muscle energy you are using to squeeze your or frown your face. And the energy you are putting into feeling angry. Sometimes you are so happy and then you see the person and it's like just switching mood like that. And it's a stressor. Just for your own peace of mind. And that is it. Then learn to say no to inappropriate demands. Fine, you are good at it. But you know, find a nice way to say no, not in a disrespectful way. Explain to the person, say, if you can move it to another day or another time, be confident in saying no. And that one, it tells us you are being what? Assertive. I believe we all understand the word. Being assertive. Speaking out your mind whilst you consider the feelings of the other person or you put yourself in the other person's shoes. So in other words, we say speaking out your mind whilst you empathize with the other person. And to me, money I will me. But as I'm not meka kwaya me fast wakano and also me my name betete. I was saying in anti I say so learn to say no. Now change stressful situation or behavior. Be assertive. I've said it already in communication. Learn to laugh more. Learn to laugh more. You know there are people who can't laugh. Munim. Hello. Do you know there are people who have difficulty in giving a smiling face? Because they don't practice. It is always pressure about pressure. Na de bia adwendwen sa. Relax. Life is not black and white. There is a shade of gray somewhere. So learn to appreciate the positives in your life. Be optimistic and appreciate and enjoy the good things in your life. So you learn to laugh more. Learn how to manage your time. Ya can't badada. Don't wait or procrastinate. Wait till the last hour before you do things, because procrastination, as we always know, is a thief of time. So let's learn to do things in its own time. Again, exercise. So the recommendation is that you have at least 30 minutes of exercise 3 to 4 times a week. Some will say that they have strenuous jobs. Maybe a carpentry, be an maybe you are on the go. No, fine. You can find ways of doing other passive exercises like taking rest, reading your books, and all that. It helps. But the standard recommendation is that you are into sedentary lifestyle. They be a bet nasia fita no pako si enyumre. Sorry nko baby a. Sani ama no eye mmo apomodin. But don't exercise here. E mamoja na den. Edi efusani ewo nipadua ni mu kama. So even if it's just walking in your neighborhood, enjoying the fresh air, do it at least 30 minutes, 3 to 4 times a week, and you are good to go. Keep a journal. So keeping a journal here is just about keeping track of your activities. Some like to write, some believe in their memory. So they think that even if I don't write, I will still keep it here. If you are that sort of method, the only thing is to keep a mental inventory of your activities, and you are good to go. Also keep track of your lifestyle. So you are able to easily identify that no be living life anyhow. So keep track of your activities and alter the wrong ones. Keep a positive mindset. So in everything, every situation you find yourself, please, please, please be optimistic. Be optimistic. Fadwempa etechi. So asemne nyese den a fadwempa etechi. Na GD say there will be an improvement. Practice positive self-talk. This one, it goes to the youth. Sometimes so many things we encounter. In fact, stress even the youth, the children, the youth, they have theirs. And see, obeko school yebedi na time na why say na hunya fair na say then like so many things that stresses them out. But today we are learning that in all your situations, practice self-talk. Tell yourself, I am beautiful, I am smart, I am. Some of them are what? Positive self-talk na then. I am intelligent. I am. Oh, who is it? Who said it? Hey, yes, I can do it. You can do it. So when you are given a challenging situation, you have told yourself, I can do it. Into who's role, but who they are echo. And funny enough, you realize that who do one of my class and that will even boost your confidence. So tell yourself positive things, and you will learn. Your mind will just reset itself, and you realize that you do the very best of yourself always. Learn to focus on the positives in your personality. We all have our flaws. So don't heighten your flaws. And can't you say media mean to me way they be now focus. So focus on the positives in your personality. Fine, but there is something good you can do elsewhere. Focus on that thing and work on it. And if it's possible to work on your flaws, you work on it to improve upon your life in total. Now talk about your feelings. Find a trusted person and talk to the person. Don't keep things in yourself. When it's time for you to depend on others, you need to depend. So this one, talking about your feelings, is part of it. If you have a trusted friend, a trusted parent, a trusted pastor, talk to the person. Keep in touch with family and friends. One, because we are all social beings. So family is important. Friends are important. The ones that are not good, shut them off. The ones that are good, keep them and hold them dear in your life. Be active. Be active. Sometimes we spend so much time. You obeda, especially when we have nothing doing. Obeda, osimada, so say fine. You can go out, do something physically active, and it's good for your help. Ask for help, and also you can't want them dada. Do something you are good at, you can't want them dada, and care for others. So looking at the definition for mental health, this word, giving your quota to community. Do you remember? So caring for others is also part of it. It actually gives you a sense of, how do I call it? Let me use well-being. It makes you feel good about yourself. That means so, my head, yes. And then finally, we will talk about deep breathing exercises. There are several of them. But one that I want to talk about is the box breathing exercise. And no crown me person in say yatena since morning. Yentinit ni yempum kakra. Yesua wa ha. Yesua mpamocho ma yen mane nka ha. Go and do it. Anytime you feel you are under stress. This one is what's the name? 4 seconds, 4 seconds, 4 seconds, 4 seconds. So 16 in all, and then you are done. Now I see you teacher now in Korea and trauma. The Omakasa says, stop it. Father Nechi, Kohomena bra, Nabetwaso. Aye. Enti mesre ni die mu a yen nyina yen sori ngina ho na yen ye exercise we na yen fensua. So this is how it goes. It's called box because it's just like the 4 edges. We are going around the 4 edges of a box. So the first one is we are counting 4. You breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 edge. Then you hold it 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you let it out 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you hold it again 1, 2, 3, 4, and we are done. Are you with me? Very good. So we are going to start. Ready? Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4. In fact, me say we. Ekoya die. Me hu say bi mu yesi. Enso ade na nko. Fa onsa to ha. Onsa ba ko to ha. Na fa ba ko to o. Ha your friend is okukuso. Nti ye fun so na okukuso. Eko no obeti. Nti say aye sha asie biom. Ready? Go. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down gradually. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we are done. Should we do it again? Anaye. Yabre. Again. One last time. We are going again. Breathe in. Echo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you very much. Question be I think yeah we be na fe de aka ni nyina abom na ya answer.
Happy Sabbath. Happy Sabbath. Me patro ya bra na. See emre ana won e de. Ai awu kakra. Said ya wo no se me nkwa me kasa mo bede jame. Nti me mama so makasa bi se de be ayi na Yena. When the Edmund for mental health, mental health no, the positive aspect. Adwemu apomuden. The medicine baby from me mental illness. Adwemu how. It's an adwemu how no. Ana adwemu apomuden no the opposite. Ene adwemu how. Question ba kwa me pese me busa ne say. Yen aye wa ha nyina no obi agidi so adwemu apomuden ana. Obi agidi so adwuma pomuden ana obi wo hanuma no de ogidi so oni adwuma pomuden. Why no ogidi so oni adwuma pomuden? Why na wa ha a oni de onim se oni adwuma pomuden? O ma unsa so anu ache milenti a wa adwuma so oni adwuma pomuden. Na ise nyina ya de atum se obi wo ha so on de ogidi se oni adwuma pomuden.
Yes.
Me pa shadi ntina wa adwuma so oni adwuma pomuden.
Ni stresses. Emma, you to be focusing on one objective for at a goal. And we don't have a clear mindset. Myself, I'm gonna say.
Oka mane ho. Me pa cho wan gim. Obi wa ha a onim se oni adwuma pomuden.
Please, because I think too much.
Because you think too much. So you think you don't have good mental health. Is that it? Okay. Any other?
So when you watch my so me who say Madam Chichi, there is something I can improve. And you know, me young Richie.
It's when you
there's still something I can improve.
Okay. Me patro yen a gidi se wadwuma pomuden no. E den na kire se o wadwuma pomuden. Ene de when did mu afamu dada, enema a eda di obi ho a e kire se wadwuma pomuden. Enti yen a ye wo ha no, yen a ye se wadwuma pomuden, yen ye dɔɔso. Enti den e na kire se wadwuma pomuden. Mo ka bi nkire me.
Me susu se ye ne adwuma pomuden sa. San se the when the tray no say problems there did pre wa adwene mu na just say ye ne adwene apomuden.
Yo no kre na mom o kire se obi wa adwuma pomuden a enema a eda di woni ho indicators of mental health. Enema ben na wo ya e kire se wa adwuma pomuden. Eho na me pese me de mental illness no me kofa mental illness no efiri ba se de be am betimi ate ase.
I try the dressing to come home.
O dress ye nti wa adwuma pomuden me da se. Me patro hwan biem. Enema be na mbo boss o mon kaka me na me hu se ampa masua bibi ansa ne akwa adwumu ha.
Meaning say no adwuma pomuden because me die me ma adie ha me be nche. I forgive easily and I sleep better.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yes, who again? Okay, yentu aso. When the church nyama e dadi onipa no, o kan bibi o say one you accept yourself, oje omutum, others in nature, oje omutum said they will be oje tum. And I oje binum so tum, any said the Nyankopon bo ni bibia no oje tum. You can adapt and adjust to any environmental situation. You wear appropriate clothes that suit the occasion. Okanema bebre, sa anima we na se ede di woni pa ho e chese o wadwemu apomuden. Enti yemfa ne se bibi nti e bia wiase ho kire anasa abrabo nti. Se o start se ulu su sa eniema ya e chese wadwemu apomuden ade ne besi. Se o start se ulu su sa anima we ya, what happens? Tato de make an mo ti ase. Eniema ede di woni pa ho e chese wadwemu apomuden no. O start se ulu su sa anima na ede ne besi. Ubetum say
Maybe I will be an over dance on Obi who and who.
Ubetum, okay, Matthias say, Edembim.
Not just say no mental illness. No.
Now you say I don't know mental illness. No, okay. Why be? Ubenya adwum yare medase ancestors na modema medase de me pese meka nyina ne se sesia ye nyina yetuwe ewom se ye nyina anaso mu se nyina ye wadwuma pomuden nanso due to certain circumstances in life ababa na yebo no ahokyere ne stress bi a ye befam ntinu se ye fa sa ni manum na se ye ntimi am find the balance a ubon se ya slip akoto mental illness mu. Sentiment find the balance. You be lose sa indicators of mental health now when they are checking na it will start to say lose pe. Ubon say na o call the other side. It will lose sa ni mani na fe de bedu baby won say atade so say o say atade basa untimi adapt and just say wan kasa won hu ntum. Sa ni mana start pe na say o shift akọ and you are slipping into a state of mental illness. Me ba to yate say it is a case of mental illness. When this is mental health, no so okay. Enema miensa bi, or say you can mental health. Enema miensa, and a ba yitrim. But over to my kind bako. Physical well-being, okay. And then be okay. Enema miensa bi, you can adjuma pomuden and adjumu hawa. Enema miensa. Thinking, Makamba, come back at the dressing to suit occasion. And your man and some kind or can thinking, feeling. Akawako. The way you act, and your man and some we move find to a dream. And that's how they say, no, yeah, appreciate it. Sani mami and some we can't adjuma pomuden, and I say adjumu hawa, Sani mami and some we thinking, feeling, and behavior. So you was fragile, said the word and translated into what thinker, and finally, Oniye, Sani mami and some we, and you can't want them, oh, mental health, any mental illness. It is a case of mental illness. Yes, it's a health problem that significantly affects how a person feels, thinks, behaves, and interacts with other people which are not accepted in the society. Come around the definition of mental illness. No? Last part, no, okay, I said the person should be able to make a contribution to his or her community. About mental illness as well. Or say it's a health problem that affects how a person feels, thinks, behaves, and interacts with other people which are not accepted in the society. It is about mental health, any mental illness. The society plays a very important role. Very, very important. Your community A is accepted. But Obeko community B, you should be able to adapt and adjust. It's mental illness, eka yadwin ne kan yadwin a esanya insuanso bone wo yatenka ho ene se ye ne ye se ne yisifa eye ye nema ene efe no mental illness eti time bia betime nyadwuma pomuden na emum ewiase ahoche anasa brabo egbu ahoche ewo mu ntinu you betime lose sa indicators of mental health no se yentimi ankrokra yentimi asusom yentimi enyem a na fi ya slip beto mental illness na fi enya adwumu ha unya adwumu ha so a sa enema mensa we ene affected our thinking, our feelings, our behavior, and our interaction with people. Sa enema we ene affected. Me patro yate ase. Okay. Yate ase you know. Ye behwe enema e de adwumu yareba. Wujiri se de na de adwumu yareba. Ajunjun bebre why dim e den na wujiri se de adwumu yareba causes of mental illness e den e na de adwumu yareba wujidi ni say obi say drug abuse correct why dim Muni baby, mon can yanko. Unforgiving. Obi say unforgiving. Say unfadiente.
Boss. Oui.
Obi say we. And one drug abuse, you know. Me patro dem bi. Divorce. Yo, me da say. Ma can be. Mo say sa dem we amamo boss here. Me patro kan de yanko. I am share. Okay. Enti mo say sa dem amamo boss nyina ye niema ewo ewiase abrabum. E dokwa na asanya nokre. De ma boss nyina ye niema ewo abrabum. The person can say there's no known cause of mental illness. Any cause be says I deport we and a day adjum yareba. Adjum yare and to say yarea yefeno malaria. Say ubigo malaria obeko hospital. Yebetu muja yedebeko lab yedeko lab and say malaria parasite. And you know who's a malaria parasite who muja automatically malaria because and then Ajumi ariente sa la obi enu abekwa ye ba kure test hu say o ye twene moja no call lab no ye hu say o mental illness o ajumi are. There's no known cause of mental illness. Na emum enhwehwemu a ebinuma ye ekire say ye woni ma mienu a etimi bua ma ajumi are eba me patro eti ase eniema kese mienu e na enhwehwemu kire say ebetimi aboa me be say make say e deba because enya na deba but etimi eboa ma adwum yare eba sa ni ma mielu no baako ye fe no predisposing factors oboni be ka say predisposing factors ye ka say predisposing factors a eye wo ti go ni pedua se de tie ana say enema wo mu nti no ebetimi ama wanya adwum hawo ana adwum yare Nenti a me use word ebetumi ene say enye concrete enye automatic say obia efasati benum a obenya adwumu ha o eso obia etimi e de adwumu ha o eba enti ebeka say there are the factors within the individual that determines your chances of developing mental illness enye me wo unipadwam ana sene wo tie nti ebeti mama anya dwum yare gedi kan ye ka say eye genetic enti de mbebo bosu eye predisposing factors no enema unipadua say de enti ebeti mama anya adwum yare enti one gedi kan ye ka say genetic se bia wabusuam e bia wo maame ana wo papa ana wo nana bi enya adwum ha pen a also there's the likelihood say ubetimi anya adwum yare me nka so benya by all means ubetimi enya adwemu yare me pa chete ase enti obi maame anase ne papa ebetima wa adwemu hawo yawo number ono onya adwemu hawo da obi so maame ne papa wa adwemu hawo yawo number enso obetimi enya adwemu hawo enti no ade ba akwa a ehye predisposing factors na ebetimi de adwemu hawo aba ene genetic de tosum yenu eye brain abnormality say wenya Jarian ankasa wadwen no se bia wonya brain tumor bibia be fifi wadwen no ho jarian bia ankasa be bo adwen no ho eno so betimi de adwumu ha aba sa ni ma nwenu o maboso yi enya ade a ewo environment ni e ade a ewo yen ni padua ho enti ene ni mienu ni patcho yesua first one the predisposing factors no genetic and hereditary and a second one the brain abnormality. Third one, your friend be biochemical imbalance. Enipa yo we ye wen so bia enenam enipa bia nim ye trim ya adwin ye fe neurotransmitters sa enso ne nenam ye mu ye trim ene ye honam nyina no ebia wo level a e wo se ededa enti bibi nti se ebro so ana se esote a ebetima mu adwumu yare biba to de make an yeta se ye wo enso bia nenam nipadua num ye trim ya adwin e wo se e wo ba bia ededa tan bia na ama watima ye normal se de wote na ba bibi nti sa enso no ekobro so anaasɛ ɛsote a ɛtumi ma wonya adwemu haw biochemical imbalance nti nso na imbalance a ɛbɛtumi ama woanya adwemu haw obi bɛka sɛ nti ɛbɛyɛ dɛn nso na ɛso akɔsoro anaasɛ ɛso ate nneɛma bebree a yɛn yɛyɛ a ɛtumi ma saa adeɛ no ba sɛ ɔba akɔnom aduro bi na adeɛ na aduro no wakɔnom no ɛbɛnya nsusuansoɔ ɛwɔ saa neurotransmitter no so na ebi a ate so anaasɛ amanaboro so nti ɛno nso wɔ hɔ nti mabɔ nneɛma mmiɛnsa hereditary bɛbɛsɛ musua no ha yɛ nti na mani abere no hereditary anaa genetic biochemical imbalance ɛna brain abnormality mabɔ mmiɛnsa saa nneɛma mmiɛnsa yi ɛne environment ɛne hwee ɛyɛ wo nipadua no nea ɛtɔ so biom ɛyɛ age mfe a wadi ɛbɛtumi akyerɛ sɛ wobɛnya adwum bi haw anaasɛ wonya ade nti na meka saa yɛwɔ mental illness anaa adwum haw bi a ɛno deɛ nkwalaa ɛna ɛnya wɔm ɛna yɛ obi nso wɔ hɔnom a ɛyɛ mpanimfoɔ nti sɛ woyɛ akwalaa a me expect sɛ wobɛnya ɔpanin adwum haw anaa ɔpanin areɛ example yɛwɔ condition bi wɔ yɛfɛ no dementia yɛ yare bi a ɛyɛ mpanimfoɔ nkwa na ɔmunya saa yare no nti sɛ wowɔ akwalaa a the probability sɛ wobɛnya dementia no ɛyɛ 0 because wontumi nnya so your age determines your chances of developing a certain kind or a certain type of mental illness saa nso na woyɛ ɔpanin a me expect sɛ wobɛnya yare bi te sɛ conduct disorder anaasɛ attention deficit hyperactivity disorder anaasɛ opposition defiant disorder saa nneɛma mabɔ so nyinaa ɛyɛ nkwalaa yare adwum haw a ɛnya nkwalaa enti wanya me expect sɛ wobɛtumi anya saa yare no enti mfe a wadi ɛkyerɛ adwum haw bi a wobɛtumi anya enti ɛno nso ɛyɛ factor enti genetic brain abnormality biochemical imbalance age last one amede ka ho ɛyɛ sex anaasɛ gender sɛ woyɛ ɔbaa anaasɛ ɔbɛrima sɛ woyɛ ɔbaa anaasɛ ɔbɛrima nso ɛdetermine sɛ wobɛnya adwemu yare bi anaasɛ wonya yɛwɔ adwemu haw bi hɔ nom a ɛnya mmaa bebree ɛsen mmarima ɛna yɛwɔ bi nso hɔ nom a mmarima nya bebree ɛsen mmaa eti sɛ meyi yare bi sɛ depression awerɛhoɔ mu so esi hɔ nom a menim sɛ awerɛhoɔ mu so deɛ mmaa bebree nya awerɛhoɔ mu so ɛsen mmarima nti yɛwo ɔbaa pɛ the probability of you getting depression ɛyɛ higher than obi a yɛwo no bɛrima saa na mpɛ sɛ mekyerɛ mebatwe ate ase yɛwo ɔbaa a probability sɛ wobɛnya depression ɛyɛ higher than obi a yɛwo no bɛrima nti no or sex it determine your chances of getting a certain type of mental illness. Me batwe enim suicide. I dey friend suicide. Me batwe ede. La bi nya konfo. Suicide nya konfo. Ana ede. Sa wo je nkwa. Akonfo ede. Sa konfie de o de ade so okon aku hu aha enye ne fe ne suicide say de se wo jo nkwa attempted suicide de aha kan de no to aso o jo nkwa nya se o pese o je what start je na ankosi anya yi aha amfa ore sa condition you know ya say ofa attempted suicide e ma bebre etimi attempted suicide ese mema na emom emema end up with suicide ese ma enene sex no oba o mekumi oboa ontimi osuru eti no beka kra mo bia ate se de bia manfo ba e ba beje no obe ma aka se obeje ne nkwa wo hwe kra omi na no nka nche obia obe nti enene sex asem na meka no A ma bebree attempted, but a member the omubi they commit suicide more than females. Me patriotic I say. It is sir and yama mabosi about 5 years. And if any predisposing factors, we need to do a said the OTNT a bit me among enya adwumu ha. I have 5 maybe something patriotic monkai. And aside the man and send I can't mental health mental illness. A buy 3 million to monkai, me patriotic. Me patriotic. Okay, Mama Catherine, thinking, feeling, and behavior, Mamma Renfi. A Mamma Renfi, Sani Mammy and Son. Predisposing factors 5 and also, but your Mamma Renfi. Because I'm probably no one my want to know who's I say, and then I did you have 1 year on your finger. And then my environmental factors. And Tianco, they're tossing you. Some of the can't say, and the mammy you know, it's me, Buama, Adjumuhaba, my first one. Predisposing factors. Second one, if any precipitating factors, and answer environmental factors. And now, Mibusa must say, Ojo said then a day, Adjumuha Ebano, and Namoka can be green. And only if any precipitating factors, and answer environmental factors. And see, it been a good baby. First one, we have a poor parent-child relationship. Say, ya phenomenon, Yema. A quite fast way to tell you, and when you are why dear, saying now what's your offer? We Yano Macranus through the Yam session or 10 year who and Yam session. Of course, yes, a crano, that will beat me at developmental illness. And I am one here saying yet to tell you, man, young failure in major exams. You feel na me dewi e kan ho no say exams and so be pa ehun pa no akocho no what is wa feli obeti ma dwondwen ho sa me de adwumu ha ebebro ebu a obeti o news university students obi akocho exams and I say be secondary school be actual exams ni parents ye no say what dey na anya do wa feli fine because oba akoche do wa konpapu ne ho sisi a major exams rebe ho ama wan hwe a obenya depression. Sanson will be betting me pass a major exams. No, so you move how. And also possible. Until they were failing, a bit many are doing how. They were pass a pencil, and agent, or bit many are doing how. Minimobia or throw SSE. And you're failing 2 papers, Maths and English. And a control. Until results on a cranny. So, or quack results no school about. We do school or quarter results no, but pass it. Or the Nija Sam and Nija Nika. We're not back to normal beam. Nenya Abroso. Tell me Nenya Abroso no. Not to say there's a certain neurotransmitter, medical bosso, science sooner make us a winnie pabiano. You will be a honoma, a responsible for elation, happiness. So when you a broso. But when you are no, it comes back to normal level. Nothing. Say 3 hours you are okay. It has come back to normal. But when you are jabros na and so no akosro no. Say so na ntimi ansan am back to normal. When you never ka hodom say what a condition be a friend mania. They be no say we gidi. Sanity. Ge make na say me admit no ansan na ne hoto no. Nti eno so timi dey adwumu hamba. Unemployment, say we need Jumaye, head injury, Ubenya accident, and I said, we were prayer, accident, loss of job, what they when you Jumaye, but say, well, lose your Jumano, a bit me that Jum however. We hear they saying in poverty. And I'm a we hear the Jum hamba simple. Oh, my news of baby, what Jumuano. I never went out to my be here. A bit baby here. Man, be big cancer, no says, yeah, very fine, says, yeah. Into poverty and so to me, the Ajumuhamba. Yare infections. Ubet many yare bit say malaria. One person one treat ya malaria no. And one bit me out one may be a foul blast stream no aquadunum, cerebral malaria. I'm my best start to say who behave abnormally. And so now a normal infection and I'm a producer. Loss of a loved one, or do flipa penasem, no film, and also bet me that you muaba. Obi can divorce, and as you can divorce, and as a separation. Adumahomba. About I say, Sani Mama was Cecilia Wagina, the friend of precipitating factors. Precipitating factors. Nutritional deficiency. Tama when this how to promote your mental health, no, or can eating healthy once so be the. So when you do it's me that Adumahomba. Malnourished pregnant women give birth to babies who are prone to developing mental illness. Say, Oba, Odium, Nasa, Wadi, the employee, one shed any dear, it's me up, the unborn child. Oba, obey member develop mental illness. Obstetrical complications. Say, when you know, when any would or how be briaba, if in time cry, I walk on, or how to me back. I'm a one here that will beat me Adumuhao. We now external factors. It's me de Adumuhao. Alcohol abuse and abusing drug abuse. Said the media can introduce the chairman and also to me de Adumuhao. Now students look at can better make drug abuse no motive no money na ko. But drug abuse then. The second drug abuse once and get in the next 10 minutes, baby, you know. We'll be analyzed. But if you are maybe ask questions, and send me catch up on it, but your monka come. But your drug abuse then. The guy said drug abuser and a substance abuse.
Say, oh no, my doctor and chose over.
Unprescribed drugs, oh no, my doctor ensure senum. Now, wakotonum, a drug abuse. And then him Yatesa, a drug abuse.
And I say, actually, send them now on my broso.
That show said, now the oh no, broso, and you say drug abuse, and no pray. And then him Yacho said no, and so no. Onum quantity ne so no. Aha. Me patcho den bi. Eden bi me drug abuse. The maka ni nyina correct. Eden bi. Youth no ha ko maka kan nyina antentem. Eden bi me drug abuse.
Ya koto nafa.
Obi wa ye nche no no akodo so no akoto duru wafa. Obi onuma o sinitie ne ya ne no bi to o da no mitie me ya ne ya do we ma me obi nti so genom no agya no.
Say offer substance bi a ano odin e boro ho odin so.
Say offer substance bi ano odin e boro wa odin so. Substance bi ti say den. Oui. Eden bim. Tramol, eden bim. Glue, eden bim. Shisha, eden bim. Enti substance no yo bebre. Ge me pese me kan wasem yes illegal substance no aba youth no ede omo agim bebre no. Da kan glue manage e pa. Amafo bebre nim se glue no youth na start abuse glue. Omo hia cough measure wadru pra sese omutimi to wadru no bia to tramadol be sachet bako no de nyina agum ana say diazepam wate nyina no de nyina agum na onom obi no abonte ne wo twan unim de opo wiase say twan na oye no person oye so de ko on fanya hwin so no a twan o fere kra otimi pagya nti no age so Sabi monimu a sese enipa janan kra so omuhia obitimi eto glue no de akọ ajanan bia especially aban de no so ohia no ina no ohia glue no fa sese baby a yedu no eho na youth no sese eho no madu Omo yes animal ye omo primary na omo enkwala no omo nyina ne wan weji eti ya ofo se ya me nya nko sa ade we hu a ebedu baby a ano so be din se oba start se o fa sa animal we wi ene sa akoki ne wani anko ne ho na be hu na akachira eno aso no ano so no din papa na ujiri se den ene de sa ma ye youth no ko sa animal we peer pressure enough bone unim se wonom dia ko unkan ho ono se bi onom ne wo class on kam ho se wo kam ho enti oba benum bi peer pressure it me the ba curiosity opese uhu adekon onom a den ne beyo okoye ba ko a e bia na ye de curiosity emamu ane emaba wa no enti no so itimi e de omo so ekosa ni manu poor parenting medical kan ho asem poor parenting sani yetete ye nkwala no wo wani nkom ho obeji nsem sisia if say college na only age meeting na only share ideas ni sa ni ma no they are into those things it is say ye be influence no so wa mo wani anko no ho a eho e no beji ne advice free it is say obeko sa te bia num it poor parenting so it me ma nkwala ekọ sa te bia num de betimi asam makom bia me ye sa ni manankasa no availability ho say abuso ne to so bia me advertisement ye hu advert be o TV so enti no so de me hikwa na se no ma san che bia anya bibiri ato say yensa omo se woko ha ne ha wo be so tunu dodo a woko ha ne ha obi an dodo to sanima we nyina timi ma youth no ekọ drug abuse na ade ba ko a ewo drug abuse no say yamfa we for example say what start say who use a you feel be tolerance e bia we start no one thought and I say one rule and now the onum de na onum one rule na eyo no esan say wa no sa ni ntine du ba bia sa de na eyew no enya wo sa abiem eje se oko two thoughts and two rules eno ase say why you tolerant body need to me tolerate it de na eyew no afi ntime nya wo sa abiem enti afi bon say o toto so no ye fe bi dependence wo ba benya drug dependence ebidu ba bi sa na body no ahuni ho se sa we na anom na bia sa 2000 na anom onom an sa no te ohuni ho se sa no te from time na onom ensa na se we no se body na be accept ne ho se sa we no e ka ne ho etinu se when you can't function it will be dependent on the drug. I just say we use and sana what me function, what me aye niema say we. Omo say compulsion so bam. And there what wa na bibi pian bibi peja o ko nekonom compulsion. E kan say ko nekonom say compulsion bam pe na say addiction na bam you have become addicted because what you wanna say enu hu a untimi ntena asehre no. It is a my uncle, your man home, and them now almost passing through these stages. It could do addiction now. Pa a drubie new yase, out the bemo be say, Genom, O Genoma, Ubeja Winuma, now be giant sanum, a drubias anyhow. And why beats me the Abuawa, your counseling Casatre? Any rehabilitation. Casacheno so, because a Nedian, Namibua. Eden so be kasa chi obi keke o kan ya o so mate menum wibim dabi adintia what develop compulsion or to why ade piano bibi e kenya no sorry ko konom ene wan konom so a ni body no so entimi nya dwuma yi And no, yes, oh, jai 1, 2, 3 days. Once the uncle for be paid, no, I started to be a withdrawal symptoms. The body ni penon famano. It's the body no area in a way I say, oh, nyan your pay. Withdrawal symptoms, a coon and tentempa. Bishop Becca Sinitiania, Niam, a lot of complaints. Until for me, Pamcho, Yama Yeninko, Yankolano, Yankolano, Munina, sorry, Yama Yeninko, because drug addiction, the management, papa. We be called rehab, I could demand 6 months, 9 months of rehab, or Beko Beba, or Baya, one who has had an Obakonumbi. Because to be a Kwabano was by environmental, now a woman's an oko, one on your side, and one was saying about Baba to him, Omugusuye. Oka so mo nada o twem ohun from ho kra o mu befu o medada wo benom it's impacho any drug abuse me person make us bebre because yem record into the drugs it's me ye no e won sunsan so bebre obi satisfy offer drugs ye woni ma obetimi hu ne ho sa drugs no so you feel psychoactive because a wonsun so we nipa dwen ta sanye nipa esifa dwen enya se san se de odwen a de na besi ene ma mensa no de na besi e be affect your feelings then your behavior mental illness na what esimu no me ba to yet say it's early signs of and symptoms of mental illness na fi ye de enhwehwe no aga ewie. Withdrawing from people activities they will normally enjoy. Omuchi and yema na first no many jihun. Muni madun free drug abuse no kakra na mo forma adjon commenter yenes obi a wanya dwumu ha o. Ensunsan so a ededi wo obi hu a chese wadwumu ha no they begin to withdraw themselves from people. And I say things they used to enjoy. It's not first na asori na ni jihun abun say asori no kwa o ma sorry bi. It's no say your church member no so we know ya do asori no ba sorry fans say o ma sorry bi ma mo ma yeni enko ne ho. Very important. Sadia o pepa ni asori ba mo ne na so wa say afi all of a sudden on ma sorry bi mu. E we say question na o ma announcement na mete say obi ba ya cha I was so finding out why the person is no more coming to church. Sleeping or eating too much. And also, Hobi, Enyajimuhawa. Utimi didi bibri anaso ni dikra. Inipa mi enubeti menya depression. Bako depression, obedi dipa, bako de uni dikra. It's possible, say, ubiti menya signs and symptoms. Feeling as if nothing matters. Or no, that's a shame here. And to say, what you are sorry, they must say. Me but your mom, I'm sorry, imagine her. No, see you. She said, she in front of who leave yourself by Osio. And then you say, be our fellow bad, just said what tenants are on fever. So they behave as if nothing matters. Some begin to use drugs more than normal. You will be more man. You will be what we now adjuma ultimately use drugs to cope with the mental illness. No, so good depression. I'll bet me start to use drugs because marijuana to say that you'll bet me cope with the depression. No, the feeling negative coping. I am power to me cope. But enka hosa e be samba bi because drug no it will wear off. But what they make no matter say it's ultimate cope but a negative coping. So being adjumu yare fufra ultimate use drugs more than normal. They display uncharacteristic emotions. Ubon say na ni bofu. Do say my colleague yenye say na na ote but say dey bibi keto be kan bia na ni bofu. Ade keto bi na ni bofu. I was say, Oma Wadrin, not able to complete standard tasks. such as getting to work or cooking a meal. Once I feel the say bibi no ye kra untimi enye manensi untimi nye mi. Say adwuma bi no ya midway no obetimi ajaye. Adentia or lack attention and concentration. The attention and concentration becomes very poor until they are unable to complete tasks given to them. They have persistent thoughts or emotions that reappear regularly. Ayana a dream be about mutrima a course repeating you. I will dream. Your friend be obsessions, an obsession, and a compulsion. Obsessions, you know, idea and a thought be a bar or your phone the what's that in your mentalness and a banitrima, a keep on repeating thoughts and answer ideas and images. It keeps on repeating. Say, dear, your partner say, or bedroom say, Nensa Hawaii fin. Abanitum said in some way, fin, Sergeant, everybody tooms and in some way, fin, in some way, fin, in some way, fin. It keeps on repeating. Not the compulsive aspect, no compulsion, everybody say, on some way, if you're then as away. Obey. That is the compulsion. On some way, in the alcohol. This I thought about it. On some way, in the alcohol. It's you know, Obako. So, Belford, in some way, fin. But it's answer a obsessions in Intino, on someone if you know, Mabacope, and Wako no Bacopa, Wajai. It keeps on repeating. It's over and somebody in tribune, someone if you know, beside a somebody in tribune, beside them, San obey. It won't say, or no, Sanova, said in no neighbor in Trima, Tembia, a pipe no fear, no chin pipe, or Belford and sounds. Say, or did he say, and a bunny trim say, a whom naifia, Obejaresa. Man be ordinary bar hospital, and you complain on Nere. Or send a refuge, I buy or better dema, no sense or reaco. Almost so, if you're piping you, and I'm hearing so, a sense or your incident to me consul, into her Juma Ben of a man paper. So the Juma to Bemano consuls are not so jaresa. And any obsessions, no ideas now, a bunny keep on repeating obsessions. Now compulsions, no, Emma not perform those tasks. Thinking of harming oneself for others, and I'm a can into African say, Buana, suicidal additions, banitrim, Unya, or Pese, or Jenenquan. A boon man and quan of you, Unya, or Pra, or Pese, or Hamu, Upra, or your bonnet. And also, anything of Bumubia says, start out to me, giddy, aggressive, Unya, or Tamadia, or Pese, or the bone. The atosobim, Maman hallucinations. Jeffrey did hallucinations. Hallucinations, and you may be anyhow, and so you're for a day, or say, I yet ya wote e ade so hu a ohu o fele o tasty hallucinations no enya insusan so yaten kan nipa yaten kan ye no A5 sense of sight, sense of hearing, taste, and then being smell A5. It's hallucinations we affect 5 senses no. It will be one more with hallucination, an auditory hallucination, or one more to take us. Oh, no, what is a man for an answer what is been many casa, an answer what is a even air can of wasm, and so now will be any one of my all can of wasm. Ubsana or Becatro, oh, my what to take us our wasm, and now to say didn't come wasm or Becatro, because what a yampa into Ubsana or can I met auditory hallucination. Your visual, Uniama, Ubieni ho, as on you. If you cry, the woman who cry will be our metal. We said that Nana Nabians also who. So they begin to see things that are not there. It's hallucinations, no, a false sensory perception. False sensory perception. I didn't know, but on you or te. Ubunma or Torma or Felisa say, and one can get to be in the skin. We are common with the alcoholics and drug users. To go to or prep and home, sir. And so in natural fact, bibia and nam skin home, but that is how they feel. And you know, you feel a tactile hallucination. Your olfactory hallucination, you know, a sense of smell. It is a hallucination. Only the ote and can be a science can anyhow, but only the ote. It is what they are betting can be any yet the ente, but only the ote. And your gustatory hallucination, which has got to do with our sense of taste. Senior usifate at the end and also becomes affected. It's any hallucinations, you know. It's natural, they begin to hear voices, seeing images, feeling that there are some insects crawling on their skin, and so on and so forth. Again, there is what we call delusions, hallucinations. Mamene bako ye friend illusions, and some about delusions, no. Your illusion is the opposite of hallucination. As for the illusions, the stimulus is there. I don't know, but on the who say a sadiana. It is a pen and a da table is where. Say who's a pen, ebia or say oh. It is the stimulus is there, but there's a misinterpretation of the meaning of that thing. It is a man bonity for fair good it is not here when it's all been a done it. It is a person who am I then obey. Or better come on our wedding. Or better my about my dream, say we come. It is the stimulus is there, but there's misinterpretation. Only say sadina. That is illusion. It is hallucinations. They are didn't know, but or te or fele any sadina. Illusion. I didn't know, but only say a sadina. And a delusion, a false belief. Or you for one started the area started no, Utimi hold on. Me say, if you bet my casame, me Jesus Christ. And now Yanko Pon Casafa me. And that's a phone call. Did you know, or did everyone because they are grown now old, but in a neighbor. A false belief held on by the patient, and it's not easy to change that belief. Sad delusions no then crossover manager. Or you for bet me or science and science baby delusion no can ubet me am manager no science ni na beko naka delusion no and on because we are holding on to that belief firmly, said that untimi convention simple say Baby, unye nyankopon. And our nyankopon enkasan fa mu bia. Unye obi a wanya serious bipolar disorder. Na ka se nyankopon aka chen say now challenge no here atama dey abo. That is also there. And also another sign of mental illness. Ebi akeka ho forgetfulness refie. Sisi na ni refie de, sisi na ni refie de. And also, your disorientation. The area now was starting an intino, Ubisan and Nedakra, unim dana woman. Nisha with the crown. Nemamia never panning may be on a bar or Nena and Namcran, Ubisan when ya, unim and never pan and Nemamino. They become disorientated and are disoriented. That is also an early sign. Yakikasa Nemo said the you say your church member, your group member, your colleague be. Estati always betis animal we are dream because na moi was say buano no. Yet me abuano. Sani mama bosu nyina menka say as soon as obi LGBT bia no or wadumu ha menka sa. Ansane beka so bi ewo adumu ha no. E was say or LGBT sans and things amaboso no. But they should be persistent. I will say a caho. For example, make us say some about forgetfulness. One or two years and you the other. Ubia refiade, and Kabisa. Ubia refiade, but has it continued? Has it been continuous? Sa atuaso, a caho. Why now nama ebi ntunu da say aso bi afẹ no twẹ nani ebi ato bi ada ẹnyẹ auditory hallucination uche wani kwa ibi na obi anyina ho enso so te uche wani no obi ani ho but has it been continuous atwa so ana entwa so for a person to develop mental illness that person has to exhibit some of these signs and it should be persistent and depending on the type of condition it will persist for a certain number of days, weeks, or months, depending on the condition. Condition be on my. I say we exhibit signs, for a period of time. And to me, kasa enche no yemre noko. Sa nyama we na e daddy e obi hu e kyerese o adwumu ha o. Me patcho ya te ase. Okay. Intimide, mention no air baby, ewo heya. Inti ansana me liba bisinu. Enema mi ensamben ene ka adwumu ha ne adwuma pomodin about trim. Mpacho ede thinking, feeling, behavior. Okay. Eden ede adwumu ha ba. A day in a day adwumu ha eba. Me musa say den na betimi de adwumu ha o. Aba na den na betimi aboa ma adwumu ha ba. Me say den na de ba. Onun course bibie ni ho enim de de ba. Ni mu menema he e na betimi aboa ma adwumu yare aba. Ba ko ye fene say predisposing factors ni bi ni den. Hereditary e den bi brain abnormalities, biochemical imbalance, genetic, sex. What can you know? What's your pa? Obi can last one on to age. Other factor no, I intimidate adwumi areba na fene say. Precipitating factors and also environmental factors. And so be need parental neglect, poverty, unemployment, loss of job, divorce, separation, failure in major exams, drug abuse, obstetrical complications, nutritional deficiency. It is animal we na it's made adwumu ha eba. Adwumu ha your types be but types na hu hia se be hu types no de hu hia pa na say you bit me identify early sign of mental illness e wo bia oben no na yetimi aboa no at this point me kasa no beba awie na questions bi ho no ma ebusa. Thank you.
Doc, that's last one na mpese mbisa wansen say untimi nkyerɛ types no na one nkyerɛ types na ebere hu sini pai sɛ ne yɛ ni sa type ne yɛ particular hospital ɛsɛ de no kɔ.
Say type no say a mood disorder o say a psychotic disorder say a eating disorder. The most important thing is for you to identify that the person has mental illness. Many sure say type no person dey bibi. Say bia what hu akwa or paranoid schizophrenia. What the paranoid schizophrenia na yede. Say me say dem make an what I say. It's not me say the most important thing is to identify that it is mental illness. And only general ones now. Me dey banu. Me ba dem make an what I say.
I'm saying, oh, Mike, need you, check my
mic. Oh, okay. Me person me di bibi kakra ka ne okaye no ho. Eba mental health care. Any place I am mental health care. Ubetumi de nipa na akọ. Nti emfa ho types no. Say district, chief's compound, regional hospital, and I say even the 3 main psychiatric hospitals. any of them near Ben will be an odia fanoko. Say general setting cry. Baby or money mental health unit or the fanico OPD. Dr. Nation now Obama referral letter to the appropriate source. Okay.
Okay. Yadasi for on church out there my na ayana yetati say what kind of problem say between sanity and insanity there is a thin line. And the obie ni wa oye 100% normal because at some point in time you can act abnormally, but me person mo church mu ye ma yetiase. And my second question so yeah, memory loss. Is it a mental disorder? Because on kai they see ye enra, but ene the AC na bet me respond I be nipa that's friend is a normal person be, but what happened yesterday any they see enra ni na no on kai she put me a more light on that.
But that's a question now. Yeah, I can say there's a thin line between sanity and insanity. And okay, mental health continuum now when did you form? On say a line is linear, healthy coping, reacting, nothing the oko. Tama meje Mike na make us no. Me can some questions say any man be na dead you one, it is all mentally healthy. It make us boss. And I say start to say where are you heading towards? That's when to find the balance. Then you are heading in, and you are slipping into a state of mental illness. It's will continue now when the airline as umuvuno, healthy coping, reacting, poor mental health. Last one, mental illness. It's will reacting. Any poor mental health now. That is the thin line. Oh, at time you can sleep and go anywhere. And it's when they can say you may be diagnosed with a mental illness, but Udi and Yama it me promote mental illness health now. And I would decide you always be mentally healthy, though you have a diagnosis. But you say you can sleep anywhere at any time. So one from here. And the second question, no. Yes, memory loss. Memory loss. Ni remember forgetfulness. Memory loss, no. You back retrograde. You find amnesia. Retrograde amnesia. And anterograde amnesia. Ubi onuma. Ubi tinya kai past event, but recent one on kai. Ubi also ubi tinya kai recent, but on kai past. Just about 3 days ago, me a patient be. What it afo? Onyam. And wapon so no so market akoto eniema say oto niema no na ni suti no afaka du ko fujo ya admit no hospital o kai de si ye nyina time of aka e de ba e be du hospital e genito e honna on kai. That is memory loss at that time. Me ba chat ya feel dissociative fugue. And you won't say, a refrigerating about bed faka to crime crack baby. Onim the one kai. But she won't say, then she becomes fine. A woman, she becomes okay. It's a bit me to be so memory is there, memory loss is there, but it is a sign of mental illness. It's not a mental illness on its own. It's a sign.
Hello.
Okodi hospital, friend saying, prison. To free prison, Okodi prison for almost 20 years. Or free prison by and one kind of baby. Now Jim Obisan said, Nibani, Winnie, or who will be crampo, who said, "Yeah, when you depended that."
Okay.
It's a situation, you know. I think say sensory enough blocking from the past.
Yes.
And the president, you wait me no I will respond positively. Wait me address fine yeah that. But what happened yesterday?
Okay. That one has become permanent. Yes. When not permanent memory loss. He will start picking from the recent. Said the Ocasa time do bit in Como, and no one say, when I was started picky free. It's Yako Elimino, or Becca, Kaka, baby, or started free, but personal has been permanent. John Winyasa, a retrograde amnesia, permanent one.
I'm sorry, yes, in fact, I hope papa, especially say unim ni parana all of a sudden, and there may be a beba number of bomusa. Maybe na me koye me car tie, baby. I know your tie no. Utu amwade super. Ana the colleagues no your moye no business. Ade wadru baby ana o say o two times o hu Libya. O kan sam foforo bi kura ampa. Na nam kwan so ha. Ye hu no ha. Abodam. Are hopa. Na mo me bisa me question bi say chemical imbalance no. Eno no ye na ye koso ana e woni paduanum ana se bibibi na de ba. Eho no kire mu kakra chemical imbalance no.
Yo, me pastor me dase. The Udi can first and I'm person make a brano. So that thin line between sanity and insanity ne bin. Say okoena or bibia e fine o two tie.
What or the two time no
two tie no. And all of a sudden obinya mental illness na or didn't no. The thin line between sanity and insanity no. You know, ibinu no. The bia na because say me imiti. Me go Bible shop na me imiti na baba na ka say you say. Eni ade ba kwa misro pa we ase. Yes sir. Peja oti. Yes sir. Sa ta na adwen se sample wakun wi. Eni ade ba kwa misro pa. Eti wo ya baba o ka che se peja mitia na maka say hwene you. Aha, me ma wa adwen akoso ansa. Okay. Biochemical imbalance no. Say girl na me say o feeling the exam so cultural pass here na ni age no ana ni je manobros no which could be say ne neurotransmitter I feel dopamine na akosoro and 90 years am back eno enye ono na waye that is natural it eno ye wadu a ode be ma no neurotransmitter no e bit me san back to normal but because say ebebro so na say ebeba form no so ebi hu na eyenyan yo ni bi ayankasa yeye say bia wa ba ko fa aduro bi na say aduro no ebetimi ama sa neurotransmitter na akosoro na say aba form because eno bia enya effect e wo ya adwen so bia no e wo effect e wo neurotransmitters no so sanity enti bi hu a eyenyan na eno bebre e na ya etimi ko so sa de no enibone Bibrina, it means the increase or decrease in the level of the neurotransmitters. The patriot says,
Matia so a sanyamia. Say, Obi, Yamiana dom na watro exams. Na wa passy ye, then the niaje, then namso, or bottom. Say, a bear had young kakra. A bear ya pound, so a bear who ye. Say, watro. Na do baby any to make bibi to me see. A sinner when it ya won't confer drew be a 1 year she, but any geno not about them. We are saying that.
Yes, I
think this is the sad aspect of mental health and mental illnesses because Yedikaya established a fact. They said the cause is unknown. It's unknown. Yeni baby a free ba. Obi wa ho bibia koso kama mano. But then na yare na yiniti epie. Enti ni nyina ahye nyame nsem. The good news is that there is treatment. Enti se bakra we can still manage it for you to have the best of your life. There are a lot of people walking around. They've been diagnosed, but you can't show yourself, sister, we are now bra, we are, you never know. The only thing is they are taking their medicines and they are doing so well. A lot of people know. And what we say is that mental health or mental illness is a respecter of no person. high profile people and all that. You never believe it when you are told that this person has it. But would you let go of your life? No. You have to continue living. Until that is the good aspect of it. Say treatment will honor. Come for seek
Doc,
treatment and you'll be fine.
mepacho obi wɔ hɔnom a ɛfa n sɛ ɔhɔ a na ɔno ankasa kasa nkakrankra bohu an sɛ ɛsi deɛ na ne kasa no mu ayɛ den nko ɔtumi bɔ nkɔmmɔ alright ɛmɛ kɔ obi anyɛ den ɛni hɔnom wa a wɔwɔ nkyɛ wotumi sɛ ne tibia ayɛ den asesa obi nso wɔ hɔnom a ɔne ne di nkɔmmɔ anaasɛ ma ɔyɛ biribi a wotumi sɛ nea ɔbɛyɛ biara no ɛmfa kwan mu sɛ nipa ɔyɛ dɛn nka sɛ masa bɛsɛ mi nkɔhwehwɛ w'adwene because ɔno n'ankasa mu no onim sɛ biribi sɛ ɛyɛ dɛn ɛɛha no but wo na wɔ nkyɛn no at least wotumi hu sɛ biribi nyɛ dɛn ɛnkɔ yie safoɔ na ɛbɛyɛ wɔn dɛn.
Yo. Nokorɛ ebinom hɔnom a sɛ yare no ba na ɔmo kasakasa ɛwɔ sɛ nka mede ka early signs no ho but ɔmo ayɛ na ɔmo kasakasa no bebree ɔmo ayɛ na ɔmo ta nya auditory hallucinations no ebi hɔnom a ɔkasa in response to nneɛma bi a ɔte nti wo sɛ ɔte hɔnom a na ɔkasakasa wɔ n'ano obi wɔ nso a sɛdeɛ wɔka no otumi yɛ nneɛma a ɛmfa kwan mu eti dɔ wo busa ne sɛ na obi ɔyɛ nneɛma a ɛmfa kwan mu ɛbɛyɛ na waka kyerɛ ne sɛ ɔmmra hospital a ɛbɛba ɔbɛba sɛ ɛba ne saa ɔho wone ne kasa sɛ normal person a ebi a onni problem bi a wone ne kasa a wadwene ɔsɛ bi a wone ne kasa a obetumi no wayɛ adwene no one you have to understand the person ɔmo sɛ ba na sɛ one start ankorɔkorɔ ma ɔno kora ne mu bɛfu ɛna most of the times no nso ɔmo nya saa problem no pɛ ayɛ na ɔmo mpɛ sɛ nipa bebree anaasɛ ɔmo mpɛ sɛ nipa bɛbɛn wɔn but ayɛ na ɔmo ta nya trusted people wɔn so bi wɔ hɔnom a obi aka biribi a wɔnti obi aka biribi a wɔnti nso one particular person ana two people bi wɔ a ɔmo de ɔmo kasa a ɔmo tie nti onipa ko ne colleague wɔn sɛ wasate exhibit this early signs nti deɛ ɔbɛn ne sɛ one ɛyɛ sɛ ɔbɛn no wɔn ne kasa bɔkɔɔ ominia na sɛ mehu sɛ wɔne yɛ bi asesa woyɛ sei ne sei ne sei ne sei wohia mmoa ɛwɔ sɛ meboa wo mmoa no ebi yɛ deɛ wankasa wobɛtumi aboa no ɛna ebi nso ɛyɛ deɛ obɛhina professional care nti ɛhɔ mɛsan ba mental health continuum na wɔndidi mu faa mu no sɛ ɔhwɛ a na wasan ase wakyɛ mmienu sɛ ɛstarte a sɛ yare ne starte a ebi wɔ nom a you need familiar support anaasɛ meka sɛ familiar support a support from your family anaasɛ friends ebia na deɛ ama wakɔ saa te bia mu no ɛyɛ adeɛ a yankasa ebia sɛ adwuma mu a yɛbɛtumi aboa wo ne asɔ wo but when it gets to a certain level ɛno obɛhia professional care and that is when wobɛkyerɛkyerɛ no ne nsesan a wasesa na watumi akɔnvɛse no ɛde no aba hospital but what I say ɛna ebinom nso mbɛdu level bi a ebi wɔ hɔnom a wode ne kasa na akɔnvɛse na ɔbɛba yes ebinom nso wɔ hɔnom a woyɛ de den ɔnte aseɛ ɔmma because mental illness no bebree nya mental illness na they lack what we call insight onim nea ɛyɛ no onyi ni sɛ ɔyare ebinom krampo a yɛafoɔ so ɔm ɛde ɔm ato aduro so a ɔm ho atɔ ɔm no mpo no still ɔm nya insight ɔnyi ntumi sɛ ɔyare obi wɔ no ɔgye na aduro because ɛsɛ ɔnyɛ kɛkɛ but onyi ni sɛ ɔyare bi o so what I say it if it's within your capacity ebi krampo na ne problem no is financial abusuafo yɛnke eti mom na yɛnhyɛ dwa kakra ma no ebia na poverty and a day saa ne problem naba so what I say that one it hasn't gotten to the professional care so but mo say dabi we dey agent sem we yɛ ne bibia akra yama ne sika yama ne say ye say man on so this person needs a professional care and no dey say convincing no say wa ma and I say so kwasa ma it will do certain level you have to use force so use force and sana wetimi aboa no and also you say my colleague did be come
Doc.
Hello.
Doc, me the baako bi ka ho me pacho one e patchy echinyejie pa no on ye de on betwe fa do a bi obeji ho achinye on so ye safo no so
Say, Yakasa Chinia, me who said a Chinia, more can be a cosi, am I whom, yeah, all kind of prayer, say, read there right, and I say, Ebia no dear Chinia, Ebia now, oh, dibim, and no, meet me in a saying, aha, Bibia, now do much in any now, only be more BBM. I don't want any problem.
But one entertaining now, would it affect you in any way? Would it? If it wouldn't, just let it go. Because some of them, they deliberately come to start that heated feud, you said then. Into just let it slide and then we move.
Persistently, those signs and symptoms affect the person's social and emotional functioning. Once only partner started exhibiting signs and the social relationship and those signs and symptoms affect the person's social and occupational functioning.
Me pacho.
Na sister Wendy Kasano.
Oh no, Regina Huache.
Me pacho na sister Wendy Kasano o kan sem bi se etwa se wo se de Nyankopon bo no se ne wotie. E ma o de surgery cry example. Ma dwene ho e o no ma bebre mu. Se debate because we are seeing nyina me share LGBTQ. Side debate no. Some ye bema na mpese me kyerɛ sɛ me kue sɛ afede mpese me dane abobi ana mpese me dane oba ana me bema ne twa sɛ me ware me yonko me ware oba na me sɛ me ware oba me ware bema no e kyerɛ sɛ me hu me sɛ Nyankopɔn bɔ me no enti ama me nya mental illness ana because me gidi sɛ dem kyerɛ nyina yɛ WHO for eyi na me kyerɛ yes the second question is say Moki can no be but one can ebia say obi betimi nya mental illness and spiritually say bi obi timi etimi ka say
ya toma
ya to ya dama ma obi ana aha.
All right, thank you very much. Is our first question. No, it's something that is ongoing, a discussion that is ongoing, and we are all aware of it. What I can only say about it is that me, when I went to nursing school, I learned that LGBT, there is a part of sexual disorders. They were all classified under sexual disorders. Yes. So I learned in school. And then over the years, we got to know that it's no more part of mental illnesses until a year free. Whatever happened, no one knows. And I can only say that based on the criteria, this is what they told us. Say, not accepting yourself is an indicator that you are not mentally healthy. Okay. But for that discussion, I think it's still ongoing, so I can't say much about it. But from the basis, it's what we are giving to you now. Are we okay? You are on point. All right. The second one, spiritual. For spirituality, I would say that we are from the health sector. We believe that there is a spiritual aspect of human health. And ye spirituality in free. But based on where we are now, we don't study anything in relation to spirituality. So, OJD say ye Toma, won't me find my hospital say ye Shemao. Pachuati I say, and no more dear, I suffer no na or Moshe Sans and Seminole. Yeah, no, we deal with evidence, we deal with research. And Oba na the presenting complaints neba A, B, C, na yemi. And there is a diagnostic criteria, yesha. Answer the diagnosis will be say, or yare we. Into oba doctor ne behwe nyame course nyina. Say if it falls within the criteria, then officially they can give you that diagnosis. And then you can go ahead. If you believe in the spiritual aspect, there is no problem adding up to your treatment. Yes.
Abusuafo yemre nti de pese ye ne se wo a wo question bia no ma ye hu unsana chi ye misa questions ni na mom na fe omo ansa ne nyina sister gina ha edode wo ha miami mu so me wo ha also 1 2 3 okay 4 5 but my microphone we no what this side e be what this side but me man numbers 1 the other way 2 and I say number 3 Abigail 3 me man say numbers no 3 4 Mami Asian 5 me yire 6 Ebian will be a question number 7 Kofi Ajima 7 then Asian 8 me 9 so be a misam there maybe so be say we and one no. Okay, number 1.
Pacho, person in this say.
Pacho kasa.
Pacho, person in this say Obi forget say idea easily. He can't accomplish a task. How do you help that person?
Obi intimi.
He can't accomplish a purpose or a task. How do you help such a person?
Okay, but that's it. Say Obi intimi complete task. Say Obi. Okay, the person forget things easily and that he or she cannot complete task. Make signs of mental illness. No, say forgetfulness. It may say forgetfulness. Has it been persistent? And no, one aspect of it. So, and a completion of task. No, say this about you have to assess. Task being is it that every task you had the money be ultimately complete? I think now boils down to the forgetfulness. It is hard. I say about be severe forgetfulness about be severe, and so there may be other signs I can't indicating mental illness because say oh no na refi bibia be na refi there, then it's a sign of mental illness because it is becoming persistent. It is persistence in a mechanism is very important when it comes to mental health and mental illness. So what is the mechanism? But if once a while then you forget. Me could be a fridge at the prior fridge moving. But I still remembered as I could free. I mean, it was forgetfulness. And I said, you could not me dream before for my beer fridge in the refin mediation. Broom, I deprive. So what I said, but it and not persistent. Until forgetfulness, persistent. Sadia, then there's an underlying cause. Become other signs which has not been seen and identified. Indicating mental illness. The patriotic I say.
Number 2.
Doc, me da say, a man now can't drug abuse one semono. Meti cigarette ne we ni ade ade. Maybe just a young kasa ye local a concussion like asra ni ade. Yeah, be betrayal no me betimi by mental illness ana.
Yo, me da say. Sa substance na make ho asem na asra e ka ho. Sa asra ni nema omo tutu na e ka ho. But ye herbal medicine ye no mo ne de. Aso say minim say cause mental illness and say enkoso no. Me can be because you say medicine, herbal medicine. Say kwa ye hospital, baby a ye wo ye ne administrator won kwa. Ye wo herbal medicine ho. Oba hospital na ka so herbal medicine ye do eko ho. But eno you can say omundo no have been approved by the authorities say so mo approve. So what I say. But concussion how can e bia say yakonu bibi yes no musamenu ma so no cap kese no ba mienu anopa mienu awia mienu nyumre. Won said the actual dosage o cash on ba so no no say yes ya no adu no etinum and me who say ebetimi the problems about I be mental illness but other physical problems because those again now we don't know even the quantity of adene umuna say you know the quantity we are taking. But you are telling us, but as to say a cause mental illness, no, I will not be able to say so much. Anything to add?
All right. Just talks about self-medication. We know. And see, I think Obenoma, one, don't mix with orthodox medicine, tablets, algae or hospital. And ensure that nipa kra or prescribe yama wono. Unim no. Concoction, it's prescribed by people. So whoever is prescribing for you, say no quantity way. Be sure you are familiar with. And I say, "Bia names edumoye." Send a beya on fa wapumodin and to a Simon I can on fa to chacha.
Okay, yes.
This are what your medical herbalist. Why? You say your medical herbalist, they deal with herbal medicine.
Licensed.
Yeah.
But yes, sir. I pay from number 3 call equity last person. You be visa questions in answer answers number. Yeah, answers in be similar. And number 3. But your microphone over the side, baby. My own.
Mama intends be an obi bisa namu de acheme. Na bibisa say mental illness no ebu o ha ba near the no prayer camp and sorry fee. At what stage and I yede sa nipa na wose yede ne ko ana bezin bisa say ebu o ha ehia kra na a mistake na nipa ye say bi o de no prayer camp na.
Number 3, no. Number 4.
Bisa say, oh, IQ is higher. Like, oh, high IQ. Can it lead to mental illness? Because, psychiatric hospital, most of the doctors and the nurses, they have problem, mental illness.
Hey.
Some.
Okay, yes, some.
Yeah, some of them.
Mental health.
Yeah. Like the way they behave, you can see.
So why Number 5, Mammy Grace, Baba Hawaii.
You, what your doctor, but so no questioning, must be saying there. Number one, young could you wear taprazi. There any time they are about ya. Now, dream I have a son. So, 2 breastfeed up from for 6 months and son in the new album when he didn't miss a day. Oh, yeah, Benny Diana.
Okay.
Please, what causes autism? Autism.
Okay, but my question is high fever na hay fever and also a mental disorder. And because we go in high fever, my behavior no. Thank you.
Then, my question where you so. Okay, my question is say, sir, you know, continuum now more de no, but you say, what you have continuum say one casa. You see, the can say, so obi yi sense be there, obi yi sense be there. Na one casa. Oh, to me, I say, I say, me, Jimmy fan and for ye, Munko Hospital, say, Bibi Hamaduna. Oh, now, me person, me bisa say, range, say, bia, I can't say, bia, making friends, and I say, equality is now more kind for mentally healthy person, no. Ni range no say because bia you fan say you can't say to me dress it appropriately. Bia you can't color combination. Bia obu ono no de wasuanti and I say be share hey Martin say color combination me parent mahu technicalities be involved. Bia me nam ni ho enti bia me gidi se mabom modern pa so no na say nim na minim ti na mo ma fa say bia bibi ha madwene enti ne ano no determination no at say na first one also me ankasa no at what stage na as say mo say no as say me seek second opinion me de no asa
Pachai.
Okay, nti mbacho de obusa prayer camp no say ebi wo no ma say omode hye eyare a prayer camp no omode ko no pre ye in African Traditional Society as you know aya na ye gidi bebre say adwum yare no is as a result of spiritual something ye gidi say ya to ama na hu ma de nti no bebre na omudi kan e do yare for no e prayer camp na se de ye ne say ye ne prayer camp leaders no eje collaboration ye one it no ba yen ye honum say ayo prayer camp say wo ye important mu nyina no ye ne asofo ne ye one intino ye call visit eniom ko kasa efa adwumu yare ho intino say obi de ne de hye kra ekọ honum a wo say osofo no be advice mo de na ko hospital da bi mo fa no nko hospital no aka kire mu na mu wi a na masan de na ba yen ye ni problem say wo de obi akọ hospital ay wo de na akọ prayer camp na onum na du yeni mechanism enye glory bi na yen pese ya achieve our main aim is say page oyare for no ehun beto no enti no say we prayer camper so long as I offer na do no we are comfortable it is a patient no to na also for the for glory na nya patient no ato no and that is our main aim but they do it omo de no prayer camp and that thing I reduce na saying because it say people are becoming enlightened omo say mental illness no and shada spiritual because ebi wa bejeri say spiritual ampa wa jedi and so bon so de ba hospital be man no na yi no wa fine me patriarchal say no bi ebusa say high IQ nso etimi ma obi enya dwumu hawa na high IQ na opesa high IQ na wa kana say kire nya say obi a ni intelligence ebroso say nim di anameka intelligence kana say otwim waben ahye ebroso obetimi anya dwumu yare na me hu bi da say obi ewo high IQ nti na mana anya adwumu hawo de ema amanfo adwen sa be ni say ubetimi omo amowo obi nimade na say o adwumu hawa aya na omo ta keka enema omunim etubo so nipa kro nimade nti o ka enema kesa you think say ebia ade na onim na nim de bro so nti na mana konya adwumu hawo no but aya na most of the times no entisa adwumu hawo na wanya no mum e na ama o keka nema na onim dada no say wutuwe wonim ma bebre gutrim onka amanfo nim say wo high IQ but wo benya adwumu hawa na say o start say o kasa bu a otimi ka usku nema wasua tubo so betima wo boni wa so betin chan sister onimade o what nema o kasa o ka ho asem e na obeta ya can especially when you have delusions obeta ya can nema akese so people who think say wo high IQ e na mo wanya sa adwumu yare no but entisa wanya adwumu yare no mumu na ama wa yakeka sa nema na onimu no ipacho ya ase e na wo san busa say wo hu say omo hwe nurses any doctors omo hwe omo adwumu ha no so ebi wa adwumu ha asana besi maka say obi wa adwumu ha no just say ya diagnose no so ya dey okay yes doctors and nurses omo hwe omo adwumu ha no so omo ye nipa adwumu ha so is a respecter of no person obi abetimanya adwumu ha but it is said the worker no eya akokyere say ase wohwe obi a wadwumu ha so a likely say obenya adwumu ha that is not the case and sign adwumu ha enye yare a esane an kan say so bi wadwumu ha na don sake kan no so ni mu a so benya bi no it is not like that okay The opese or Cheney say, it's not Subana or model dinintino, and my own one necessary daughters now almost I for almost so that's how Subana be the said they are omit minimum I compatible omit me at home, but it is not the case. And this the Oyare for Nankasa no and a chese Oyare. And ye case or Jumuhano. Now so Okoyedia. And then I just said the Oya and the man and Watono. I'm not getting it wrong. Yes.
So what the head treating me? I won't feel like me feel okay. You have to come down to my level. Like remember my level.
Now also on come down now you hija. Miss me hija. No, it is not the case. Say patient hija. It doesn't mean say also hija and son with me no. Eso bonibiana. That and America internet make sure say there be entisa. It's here mrakwa say patient be born beton sabonibi. We don't do that. Ebia won so bia ebida. Oni pa kono so ebia we nipa ye bo wasuma ya o wan hwe ya. On say waka say wan hwe awodwe ho dia umonibi. But entempa na wan hwe beton sabonibi. But if you are professionally trained there, wouldn't say patient no say it any say no mote. The bia meka che me na say word now no it's a dangerous word. E sanity. Aggression beba obi bit my agree obeba na say patient and nurse da forma who do patient who do nurse obeba na egu forma sa and it is mental effort dangerous word it be at missing the first say be at missing and just say o patient here gidigidi no so be gidigidi rather no want me patient no so yes sir what I say you always have to approach your patient in a calm manner. That is what you have to do. What I say. But at the same time, other behavior of the patient are a stressor or Jumuha. You can also be exhibiting the same symptoms. You are only trying to accept them so you can treat them. That is it.
We are nurses.
What they are trying to teach us is what we have to do. We are not here to tell them what they do.
You still don't understand. Yes. But the thing is that to wrap up with what he said, there is a standard of care. If you meet a professionally trained personnel, a psychiatrist, a mental health nurse, a mental health professional, so when it comes to every specific condition, you know how to manage it, including aggression. Another day, I think say this is something to wrap up. Yeah.
Okay. And the next question is, Yamamia will say, or after birth. Yamamia will say, Owa, not when you're a Jumuha, but after 6 months, yeah, your friend be postpartum psychosis, your postpartum depression crowd. So, I am not animal really now, hormonal changes. Said become biochemical imbalance no hormonal changes e bi ono ma oba say unya effect afupe na hormones enima bi asate say esesa eniti no bi ono ma onyama ye fe bi eclampsia obon say the bp ekosoro ni sugar ekosoro owi ya na sa ne mani na ba normal sa so na postpartum psychosis no obi ho no ma owi ya after birth no obon say wabenya sa yare no nti no obon say eye kakra na enoako nti wosa ayarefo no bi horuma esanse enim se omwo postpartum psychosis nti no onyama abu honuma onyema owo ya se edu anase panye bi a ye de wono nti no saa ene ye no mental illness no emma kwa na akodu 6 months na manako nti eno so ho mental illness ayo ho postpartum psychosis obusa se de na ode autism no ba autism no ye de wo ye ma emefa wo ewiasa ye de wo na ye fe bi chromosomes minim se de menche chromosomes no me can say abnormal chromosome during development no eba ye fe no chromosome 21 ha nipa bia no yo chromosomes but obi a obenya autistic ye de wo no enti no obenya sa abnormal chromosome na ena emaninya sa autistic disorder no fever you can say fever nya yare bia fever say ho aye shabro so eno na fe no fever eti high fever obi a fever nkasa ye so bi ho aye she abro so a be check the temperature if it 37.2 konyina no fever but a man for NTS they use it wrongly
that is the issue.
Yeah.
They use it wrongly. So when you hear it from the layman's side, they call mental illnesses high fever.
It's a layman's side, no, or can high fever. Not to say it will be a what's that here, cracker when you're doing it.
But it's not the right word.
It's not the right word. Can you? Oh yes, some people are able to determine. Ebu onuma senni ye started say esesampe onuma hu ye o man for bebre o ma ba hospital. Obi anka ho no aba oba be kan asemacho. Sese me hu say mani nye obi ade keto bia na mbu oba be kan ni natural. So you can see it. And obi won so hu kra sa ni mani nyina. Nti no eno so. And you know, say, you can say one indicator of mental health, no, say you should wear appropriate clothes. That's you the occasion.
Yes. So color combination, is very important. It's an indicator. Yeah, can't want them dada. And actually, I used to, in fact, there was one patient via na minimum. Na mihu na share. She came for review and you could see, say, why your pons ankasa makeup was shaded chinenim aye eyeshadow me who makeup na fair. But I knew just from the look and the colors used that now I relapse. Enti once me ni history ni dada. Enti that was just the only indicator for me. But when it comes to someone who is now exhibiting it, as I said earlier, there is a diagnostic criteria. So we can't just use just one symptom or sign to say that we need to do proper assessment before we can. Pons no. Yes. So we've talked about mental illness in actual sense. When you come to depression, suicide, mental illness can kill, and it's actually a psychiatric emergency. It's a psychiatric emergency. Aside that, the others are they are less fatal. Let me put it that way. Though they eat or more severe mental illnesses, no more nama. Though they eat foods that from the gutters and all that, but and shedder any fatal, but for suicide, depression, and all that, psychiatric emergency there is very fatal. And we need to make
mentally retarded or academically. You're saying that yes, then cry on the last need the honor berry. We any den who compare professional teacher, who any den cry. What cause of a mental
You see, you've already used the word mentally retarded. So the person needs professional help.
A mental illness, I know person. A mental illness.
Yes.
A mental illness. It's almost so you're quite fast. It's me. academically ebia or very poor, but another field no ebia no good. Ebia say akola na how no ebia no good coloring, painting, any anima no. Nti no only obisa no o refer to clinical psychologist a obetimi e de na fam. No the more parents are from a kwam be fa so betimi ne akola no atena ono so betimi aye nema ama ne ho. But you say what you say.
But say nipa ye kind no one misa no question.
Personal, but Mame Musa.
And your personal na any oh.
My boyfriend be no madam for be the barber 1 week ni. Our narrative at the causes, some of the initial causes of mental illness. No, also go at mid down una or Tiwodi on Casa. I know Casayano or tip voice on assume say you be in Como. I'm going to go hospital. Bomb guys, refi na doctor no be examine for mental in Uniho. It is a hinium on Panongo.
Yo, me da say. Say my colleague no kwedi kan a Canada. Say who so do adwumu area hospital say a hospital health center be bia obetimi di nako. Do be no etimi identify say mental illness or be refer to the appropriate quarters. Say Ghana apart from the 3 psychiatric hospitals, Pantan, Ankafo Psychiatric Hospital, any Accra Psychiatric Hospital no. All other district hospitals in our mental health units, even health centers, any chip zones, your mental health professionals or betting your hair. Abukobi kwa the Pantan council. It's Pantan ho Abukobi ho nankasa kra no your community psychiatric nurses or no ma betting your hair. It's minimum into almost some fan refi. Your diagnosis of mental illness, Dada. It's a hot pantan be home with me na pantan. Me pachan.
Yo. Hello. 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 Yo. Yeda Nyankopon ase. O de odi abedre. Yema me Mary so a odi dwumade anim yeda wase. Afi ye nuanom apomodin adwumayefo ayeto nsa from a moso moje ofre no so. Sister Wendy ene nua be man omo maka no okay. Your sister so no check ye BP ne maye no so yeda nase. Afi okay. The odo buy and so twika don't buy and so yeda nase. So oni has a CIA or around. Mejina from mpanyimfo enamu ne Nyankopon dimu ana adamase se moji ofren so ebeye n'adwuma. Ye mpa bo ni se de yate afim hoyi. Yen so ye beda ye ho so. Na kwan bi ebetimi contribute to our mental health and aka general health ne nyina so no. Ye to ho anamon. Yesremo ye kofa nkonya be free estate. Ede baba boy ebi wosoro nti mabru na we mu no mume nyina ya free hand ma mume moa na yem packing konya nyina emra form na fi enhye ne kama na Dickens no emfa enkomai mume nyina enso nyina ho na ye be bompae. Now we want to sing this hymn 50 first stanza nankwa. Abide with me, fast falls the eventide. Abide with me, fast falls the eventide. Ye bompae ne eye to nwom ne yesre na mumma amofra na wo ha nyina no emra ye ntem hanom emayen.